Сейчас перезагружу
Давайте
комп и вернусь.
поехали на выпускной на мажор.
Какой мажор? Готовится хотя бы.
Любой турнир пока есть лидер.
Готовится. Ну, из главных.
Нихуя не слышу, у меня все пропало.
Она будет?
Лучше компьютер перезагружу, что какая-то хуйня происходит.
Ну, готовится в феврале. Весной, короче. Нет, не в феврале.
Сау, ты меня отвлекаешь. Я иду, хотел заказывать.
He still sits here, like you said, without the bomb. Zywoo's deagle shot, yeah, a bit of X factor, but what more can come from this?
They've got to go back and get it. I mean, if they have any chance of doing anything, unless they're just planning to die. So that'll be picked back up. Don't like that it's an afterthought, but it isn't a full buy round. Time's going down. Looks like it'll just be a scoop to get into connector.
We got this crossfire between the Berettas and Donk.
Oh, they had forgot about this. Totally.
Zywoo's going to be back turned. Oh, hold on. Missed chance momentarily. Donk's here to pick up the slack. Mezzi is on for the clutch. Tagging Chopper twice, but not between the eyes. 10 seconds. Mezzi takes the sprint, and this ticket player is going to lock it in. Or is he? Oh, there was just barely enough time that maybe he hits that, and we'll see with the bomb plant. Mezzi tries to keep it close, and you know, you go back to him getting the plant and the pistol, another moment here to get something more of the round, but we look at the scoreboard, that's 5-0 for Spirit.
He wants some X Factor, absolutely, and there are a couple missed shots, and it's a last-second gesture here for Vitality as they pick up the bomb late. I mean, Mezzi shows us what he can do in this moment, and that's the only reason I say, even though it's not a full buy, get that bomb early. Like, give yourself a chance to actually make a win happen if you get kills like that.
Лёкаются секунды.
It's a small moment to put a microscope on.
Лёва.
It's like one of 3 or 4 moments that make me worried for
Лев.
Vitality.
Раунда?
Да.
27-я, 26-я, 25-я, 24-я,
Нет, 30-я. Только Вавилона без задержки.
Spirit already have inside of this bomb site. This is Vitality's map pick, but this CT side is looking like a comfort zone for Spirit.
I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, Vitality can take over middle when it's given to them. As soon as Team Spirit want to fight back into it, it's not even close. They get the first kill. They shove Vitality back. This is looking like the first half of $1 Million Baby here for Vitality.
Everybody's still waiting for this semi-final to start. Chopper's got the confidence to take that walk towards Mezzi.
They have the time. They have the time to go for something like that.
Get this rotation towards market somewhat. Donk actually having kind of second thought towards ticket.
У него такая прическа раньше крутая была. Сейчас просто как лобковые волосы.
Вот он какой-то. Тупой.
Просто лобковые волосы на голове, блядь, выросли.
Big kill from Mezzi. Cap players join up. And so Vitality find their space, enough to squeeze, again, a bomb plant out of the round. And it's not just Mezzi operating on his own this time. You've got support in the form of Ross. Oh, Mezzi over top, catches Sway, and so Donk's tasked to clutch. And as he takes that jump out through the window, Ross has got it. Vitality find their first round. And they've got to fight tooth and nail to get into that.
Simple сидеть.
Как же Спирит забили? Да не, не пригласили.
Еще не
Как же
пригласили?
Спирит залили?
Еще не пригласили?
Нет.
То есть могут пригласить.
Не знаю, может быть. Они, кстати, после матча вообще могут кого-нибудь из Спирит позвать.
Ну да. Гонок.
Типа они же Фрозена пригласили, блядь. После матча Фейс.
Потом еще с Керриганом.
It's not a round that Spirit want to think too much about, I feel.
No, especially when you've already seen good setups inside of that B site. You know, be one thing if this was like a pain point so far.
Симпл сказал, что вот так вот болельщики орут только на мажорах. Ни в Кёльне не готовятся. Чё?
Опять техническая пауза, блядь.
Чё Лев говорил?
Да понятно, что только на мажорах, блядь, так происходит.
Ну, готовятся с Кёльном, тоже важный очень турнир.
Ну, не важнее, чем мажор.
Но они все равно пизже, чем остальные, ладно.
Да, 6-7. Пока.
Trying to get momentum building off of that one round.
When you've got French players, you know it's a game of emotion, and I think like mentally you've got to get into it to build momentum. That's what Apex needs.
Чё, за наших надо?
Ты за кого?
За ТС.
Just before this one starts, that headshot from Mezzi onto Shiro.
Yeah, you know what? I was gonna say.
Чё, ты больше не ставишь?
Так это ж наши братки. Чё нам за французов болеть?
Не, ну в смысле на остальные матчи.
It's not Mezzi's kills. Sometimes it's just his motivation. Kind of takes the reins of leadership when push comes to shove. Donk just happy to continue fighting for top middle.
Oh, the smoke! What happened?
I don't. It bounced underneath the boxes
Did it just
by the looks of it. No. It looked like the trajectory
that
went
the one?
underneath the. I don't know. That's weird.
All right.
Yikes. Not a good day to be flamesy. You've already been bested by Donk without putting a fight up. This time you're sitting on 9 HP.
I was gonna say, you just, you know, after missing that opening shot, you just don't want to give Spirit another quick 5v4. That just kills the clock so badly. You can't end up in the situation you were last round. Must have just thrown it just a touch too far. Sometimes it's between the fire.
Donk's got free lines still in middle and support off both catwalk and inside connector. So you could have tried to fight around, but those flashbangs announcing Vitality's intentions at 35 seconds. Donk is on the scene. He hears them dropping off of Tetris. Shiro's going to clip one with that AWP, still wary of the player up in Palace. Man advantage for Spirit off of Donk and Shiro's efforts. And Zway's going to make sure that that one lurk mid is shut down. It is all about Ticket. It is all about Shiro. Him and Chopper side by side. Yet again will rock Vitality's world without even a bomb plant.
We get split-second decision-making out of Team Spirit. They've got their eyes open. They're watching everything. That lurk from Apex was incredibly obvious. He was spotted underpass. He was trying to draw some aggro so his team could get out of A ramp. And even though Donk only gets the one kill there, he puts so many bullets in the right direction. He softens up 2 targets. And this retake just looks dead simple. Unfortunately, like, it's fundamentally sound Counter-Strike from Vitality, but it's not that interesting.
Right, and it just doesn't feel like it's enough to break through this Spirit at the moment. Whoa, he landed that.
Yeah.
Apex sent back down into underpass. Just feels so flat from Vitality. You look up and down that scoreboard for Spirit, and you just see win conditions flying off the page.
Yeah.
They've provably been able to shut attacks down on both sides of the map. Middle feels like only belongs to Vitality when Spirit let them have it.
Just hate how quiet the map is for most of the time, and no secret idea happening. They've got the B split coming in again. This is where the rounds have got the most intense, closest. They're one success here for Vitality, but the rotations have always been good. Donk is already making the long trip around.
Just trying to bolster sight and time again. There's that commitment. Clean shooting from Chopper to finish off what Donk started. But Mezzi, man, this guy has been cracking open this bomb site for his team. He tries to do it again. Donk on arrival with a double. Zywu from the van. That's going to take down the IGL of Spirit. Donk slips over towards the garbage can. Great distraction by Zywu to set Mezzi up for his second.
Ways hit the jump.
We go to another 2 versus 2. Sway coming in with 100 health. Shiro down to 10, certainly not ideal.
Бля.
Critical moment here for Vitality to try to keep these round wins going back and forth. That's the challenge offered, and that's the triple kill for Mezzi. Shiro waiting for a line, but it doesn't look like anybody's going to step into this.
It's that early dink from Apex, and he doesn't have the HP to fight against this.
Onto the save.
Так это надо смотреть.
And it's Mezzi again by a hair.
А почему умер
He
такой
pulls out
классный?
these frags. It's a 3K for him. Lifeline for Vitality. A round they shouldn't have won. A round where the rotations came through. You see the X is over on the B side. Everyone was here, but Mezzi got the opening kill entering into the B side as well. Not just that closing one to open up that cat exit.
I'm glad that you brought him up. When things get rough for Vitality, Mezzi digs deep.
But it's a buoy, right? It's like something to grab onto. They're looking, you know, you can't win this game off of life rafts. You have to be able to win more sustainable rounds. I mean, they can't just get dominated in mid. They can't give up every 5v4. They can't just lose mid, then go to an A split. You know, like they have to have something a bit different. We're talking about Vitality here.
And here's to hoping that that's just enough runway to at least recover this half, right? To win is one thing, but get enough rounds on this half. Maybe something gets inspired as they switch over to the defense. Right now, Mezzi finding room in this B bomb site for Vitality to at least fight for their tournament lives and major dreams.
Every kill here makes the difference. One miss from Mezzi, and that could easily be a recovered situation for Team Spirit. Mezzi doing everything.
Yeah, 10 frags to his name, 8 kills for the rest of Vitality combined. So 4 rounds go back and forth. That's going to chew through a lot of the economy of Spirit. And yet the buys keep on coming. Shiro still stable with that AWP. Zywoo, I mean, it makes sense, right? Dog's been confident inside connector, inside of window, looking for these early points of contact. But it's not there to pull on this time around. Yet again, Spirit just kind of giving a little bit of space over. Damn, Tanir burned all the way down to 40.
He's getting hot. Another molly could be coming his way.
Oh, no, Flamesy opts not to throw it. Gives it over to Apex, so he'll burn Tanir, hopefully, into the open.
Let's see if the second layer of this molly will be enough.
Just see if it sends him out the door. If it had, then you know Flamesy's ready to kill him. Yes, sir, it's right there. Nicely done, good zoning between the two Vitality players. They figure out that puzzle to get the opening kill on Tanir, and this is a round where Doc's already down to a quarter health.
I mean, I love this. It's a good start. Go get the bomb.
Right, again. Oh, God, again. Another moment where Vitality just kind of mosey out onto the battlefield.
Because it's hard to keep the ideas going and get more map control, and you don't have the bomb. They can go back and get this A split.
Miss.
Oh, great move for Sway.
Sway right there for
flash.
But in that moment, they also walk out from the ramp. So as they cross over towards default, you know about Sway's position and anchor that you'd usually find within the bomb site. Look how confident Robs is that there's nobody over really towards Ticket nor Triple. He will zone Sway out of this one. And we get Vitality with a man advantage on the hunt for consecutive round wins.
Nothing silly here. Just a plant on default. No one in CT to defend against this. Vitality have cooked up another round, it looks like. No chance for the retake.
Okay. Right, just enough for Mezzi. Just enough to crack open the possibility of a half still. Rounds one by one, reopen the threat of this first half.
They were hunting down one idea, and that's get the 5v4 in mid. They left the bomb back because they want a default kill. I respect that so much because that's what they're trying to take that away from Spirit, because Spirit can look back on this half and say every time they went into a default, we always came out on top. Force them into an exec that didn't look that interesting. And so, yeah, Vitality attack their demon head on. They win this way. They keep lots of players alive, and they look to make a real recovery in this half now. They don't look amazing yet, but they bought themselves a lot more time.
You know, and the question was, are Mongols just a stepping stone, and Vitality haven't really had to kind of power up in this major?
You know, the scare was was Na'Vi before they even got here.
Yes, sir.
Where, yeah, they barely won those games. Like, and that's because obviously, as we saw yesterday, Na'Vi had been playing well.
That was their test, but it came earlier on. You know, a little bit of ease creeps into your mind with the Mongols. Now you're starting to fight versus a team that really wants this. And so Team Spirit still with that 3-round lead. Team Spirit still with guns because of the nature of their early success. But Vitality, there is a pulse. And in a semifinal that was starting to feel like they were going to start with a flat line. A chance to run away with this. It's a broken Spirit on the other side. And it's ZywOo who hunts top middle. Really hoping that Spirit make a move, huh? This is just a lot of Vitality looking to be reactive.
I mean, Spirit, they're very active in the beginning, but I don't think they feel they need to. I think they're right as well. They don't necessarily need to. The push isn't coming. We'll see if the CTs get nervous about this. Vitality really trying to lay a trap. This feels like how Na'Vi pulled out a lot of the rounds yesterday versus an over-eager Falcon, or Furia, excuse me.
Does this feel, though, like the kind of round that Vitality should be trying to tap into when we've seen struggles across the board?
It just doesn't look like Vitality.
No. So trying to get in past Tanir in a moment. He's just going to keep this one tucked in. He's got Donk to try to take any cover over, and Tanir comes out with his. Donk's tethering's great. That's man advantage for Spirit. Stalls things out towards middle. Bomb still amongst that pack that is going to look to push past jungle while it remains smoke. Donk could just dive back in, but eating that flash gives timing back over to Vitality. Sway presses up, and there it is. They spring that trap set within the A site, and I ask, was that the kind of round that this version of Vitality playing tonight could have really hoped to bank on? I don't think so.
Yeah, they've just instantly regressed, right? I mean, the problem with playing it late into the round, objectively, for any team, no matter how comfortable a team is that it's Counter-Strike. In a round, things can go wrong. It might not be your fault. If something goes wrong late into a round, now you don't have time to fix it. And that's what happens here. It's the perfect trap inside of Connector. How wise is it for Team Spirit? Take Tanir off of Cat, put him into Connector for that round. It was Vitality laying a trap for them inside of mid, didn't find a single push, and then Team Spirit to catch him off guard on their late round idea. You never even see Vitality go that slowly into a Connector split.
Spirit have looked far more dynamic, far sharper at each of the individual levels. I mean, this is a CT side that just keeps moving before Vitality can put their finger on the problem, really. I won't even call this a scramble from Vitality. It's barely a squirm. Again, Bomb still sitting outside of apartments. You're going to try to get towards Connector once again, but there is just a certain disjointedness in Vitality today. Luckily, ZywOo finds that great opening shot onto Shiro. Donk's not going to go down in vain, but the pressure is on this A site. Flamesy has to go back and recover that bomb. Never part of this opening move. Tanir slips into this smoke, close proximity to the threat of Vitality, and he will find that Mezzy headshot damn near instantly.
No punish here. Robs can't see it.
Trying to find a way out through Palace. Bomb has been picked up and comes back towards middle, trying to join up alongside ZywOo, who's looking to hunt down Tanir. Robs finds way. That's the big one. ZywOo's no-scope, point blank. And so Vitality's recovery starts to feel real again. Chopper burned off of his attempt to run out through jungle. Labored effort once more for Vitality, but by God, it may have just got them a fourth round.
Yeah, they've been forcing this type of round. Here it works again, so they pick one up at the end. Chopper, he's sitting around, 1 on 3. Time's ticking down. He's not really entertaining the idea. No nades, no kit. Tanir, I assume he must have been spotted slightly inside of that smoke. ZywOo took that shot. But it's a couple of good kills from ZywOo, who's really been a slow starter in this game. That'll be his 4th and 5th.
We don't get to see exactly how it happened, but Zway dying to the Palace push out of Rops. I mean, that also had to be critical as the jungle frags were coming out. Both sides of that bomb site fall.
Wow, that's
all
quite
off
a shot.
ZywOo's opening shot. Shiro sitting on the angle hasn't given us a reason to doubt him so far this map.
That is quite an incredible angle clear out of ZywOo, actually. Single slope, that range. Yeah, okay. So Tanir tries to get a little too cute with it, tries to come back through the smoke that he already pushed through once. But he is right. Now, his play kind of makes or breaks that round, essentially, after Shiro dies back in CT spawn. So it's been a very tenuous game. If Vitality get 5 playing like this, I think they'll be actually quite proud with themselves. It's a mixed bag of weapons right now for Spirit. They've got the important ones, though.
Howie burning that second timeout here in the final round of a CT side.
I think he smells blood in the water. He senses that this could be a crushing half, and that's what the message he wants to send to Vitality before the break.
Get that 8-4 secured. This is a 5-0 start for Spirit, and Vitality looked like a corpse. May not be the kind of Counter-Strike that would win a major just yet, but they are powering up. That much undeniable with 4 rounds secured.
That's a huge call out. Nade that early.
Right on the money.
Right to the toes of Flamesy. Zaiwu, can he get another great shot? Oh.
Chance for Zaiwu. That could have been Chopper in a coffin. Second one also not on target. Tanir eating a volley. Here comes the pressure. Oh, they step up to it and shut it down. Team Spirit, this is how it started. Convincing B-site holds. It was only Mezzi that was able to crack it open late. And now Rops will try his hand at the cap push. It's a 2 versus 5 they have to play for. 5th round needed here by Vitality, but a crushing blow. And I think, like you said, called out with that first frag grenade. Early nade, well placed. Stop Vitality in their tracks, and their struggles on this T side will continue at the close.
They're going to squeeze this round for all it's worth. This is Vitality. You got Robs in a late round situation in the brain of the team coming in to the right side right now. Maybe they can do something.
See if they can come together again. It was a 2 versus 4 that Rops and Mezzi were able to pull out of the hat for one of these 4 rounds, but with Shiro cutting Rops off, it's going to have to all be the captain and not even a bomb plant. Dawn's pressure remains high. Spirit's success remains enough to crush this Vitality team who are praying for a strong start in that second pistol. A much anticipated semi-final and a much anticipated Vitality in these playoffs because we wanted to see them push to their limits. We wanted to see what would happen with a challenger in the server. And it's safe to say that tonight, Spirit have brought that challenge.
They showed up, they knew the assignment. I'm seeing what we saw in the quarters day versus Falcons right now again. What I'm not seeing is Vitality playing against Mongols in the same maps.
We have good fucking
We got Mirage
CT
again.
We know we have a strong CT as well.
Once again, it's always Mezzi when
Right.
things are
Yes,
a little
it is.
bit off. He's the one, the voice of reason to try to get the motivation back in line.
Here comes Shiro's P250.
And Mezzi takes a big bullet. He's down to 27 health. And this actually is an idea towards B. Whenever we didn't see a single fake, by the way, from Vitality.
To be entirely honest, Launders, we didn't see a whole lot from Vitality.
Yeah.
Shots from Rops, gets there. Felt like that could have been way cleaner, but either way, it's man advantage for Vitality's pistol round retake. Tanir looking to get into it. Sway taps out a second, and Mezzi looking to be the hero yet again. Apex's late arrival on the catwalk. Remember, we still have Shiro over towards that A-bomb site. CT's trying to push this in before that third piece arrives. Sway into the triple kill.
Oh, he's
low
moving.
HP for Mezzi, 6 health over towards the bench. How is he ever going to get this figured out with only 2 bullets left in the gun? 3 players surround him. A reload in the middle of it all, but Shiro's got it locked, and Spirit takes second pistol.
Forget about it. Zway's moving like that. That's all Team Spirit are gonna need. What was that, Pimp? 11 out of 12 pistols for Vitality, and yet 0 and 2 on this match. Don't tell me something's not wrong. That's standing out like a sore thumb. They get pieced up by Zway in this spot, quick and easy, and it doesn't matter that he dies. The message has already been sent. The round is already over. Team Spirit are in pole position. It's not enough on so many different fronts. I don't even know where to start here for Vitality.
Boy, Apex, that'll be a freebie. Zoe.
They found the stack, though.
Yeah, exactly. At least you can follow through with this A hit and then barring Flamesy going God mode.
And no Molly under. Okay.
Chopper hits him with the jumping MAC-10, so that's going to be a lot of space created. Shiro going to play it passive, finds the back of the one FAMAS. And so now Robson Zywoo going to have to come up clutch, but cut down instantly. Sure, throws way to his own death. Let him be mincemeat towards B. You take A site at a 10th round with it.
We've seen FaZe bring out some new stuff in playoffs, and that's how they impressed and won their game versus Mouse. We're seeing Team Spirit bring it. When did they scout like that on Mirage? Like, as if it's Inferno.
Sure.
I love that. I mean, there's just no question now. Zway's death confirmed all that presence. It's an easy A hit. It's 4v1 or whatever the play is. With the lurk involved as well at the top of mid. Everything's in place. Every T is crossed, every I dotted for Team Spirit. I got no notes for them.
Yeah, what about one last frag for the road? Maybe not. Robs hangs on to that one. 3 players still strong for Team Spirit. Again, at this point, you're just looking for the rounds because the map win is not too far off. And a silver lining in the form of an MP9 is not going to inspire a lot of hope for Vitality.
I'd be confused as to what to say if I was Xtaz, because it's sort of a where do you start situation. You know it's just not you. You know that it's going to be the most trite interview ever. Oh, we just didn't wake up. Oh, we just didn't log on to the server, whatever. And it's all going to be accurate too. That's just going to be what it is. I lied. I said they were going to be playing June CS, Austin CS. It's not looking like it. Not yet, at least.
P9 to the corner, 5-7 on the top of it, but nothing for Flamesy. And Rob's feeling that squeeze. Donk isn't just holding this alone. He kind of stutter steps for a second. That does allow for Robs to pull the MP9 back, and we find this fast scramble over. There is a slight chance Vitality could pull one out of the hat.
It's a full fight on A.
Right?
Better chances here than B, that's for sure.
Is all that Vitality could really hope for.
They don't believe it.
Oh, man, starting to now have a missed call as well. This isn't going to increase their odds, that's for damn sure. Zanir, he finds the opening. Zywoo's going to have to go world class. And a double kill's great. But at what cost? It's a 3 versus 2. The other members of Vitality just down to the pistols. Smoke still in front of them means the bomb site's taken by Spirit. And a fire in front of Apex means bomb plant guaranteed. Mezzi can't quite connect to the head like Zywoo did.
They get a little confused sometimes versus pistols. Vitality have a couple of rounds like this.
Trying to put that squeeze on. You've at least got them limited into the corner of this site, but no further kills come beyond Zywoo's 2. And so Team Spirit 2 rounds from the finish line on Mirage.
They're looking like ground beef right now. Team Spirit putting them through it. Solid anti-eco. One last chance to talk here for Xtats. You know, you've got to come up with something. I feel for it. This would be very difficult, you know, because you want to be honest, but at the same time, you got to tell your team they're the best players in the world and they're going to come back into this game. And then you've only got 30 seconds. An idea as well. That's why, as a coach, I mean, so much of this is on your players. You got to fix problems like that when the game's already live and the game's already over.
I mean, Next has been stood behind them watching this whole thing unfold, so if your confidence at home and Vitality is busted, imagine him trying to also muster that back up.
It's got to be tough.
You got 30 seconds to convince them, and if you haven't convinced yourself that it's true, that doubt will creep through in the tone of your note. Here we go. Smoke to window. ZywOo loses the angle instantly. If Vitality want to show us why they were in conversation for world's best in 2025, and as players have slowly chipped away. Don't get me wrong, the first half of the year is nothing but Vitality. But we're 6 months from June. Donk left to his own devices. Vitality aren't going to press their luck. And that's another scary thought, right? Rounds start to get away from you. Confidence begins to slip. You start feeling timid.
No window smoke. They're crawling down. They're trying to get up here. It's subversive pressure they're putting on the map. You can see the CTs feel it.
ZywOo with a chance.
Nice
He'll
shot.
strike down Chopper. But all you get is Chopper. There's a lot of capability still up for Team Spirit, and Rops is going to feel it. Insta headshot comes out from Donk. Flamesy's got his flying through that Palace put.
Nice.
Tanir just chucks himself at it. And so Shiro over towards ramp with bomb versus 4. Vitality, his first gun round on their CT side, bears fruit. Shiro with a chance to clutch at 30 seconds. Apex gonna keep that pressure on, and it's good to see that Vitality across the board can find bits of success, enough success to give themselves a sliver of hope on this CT side.
They tried to get real sneaky with it. Again, no window smokes there. The crawl up down the down connector. They had the A-play preset in position on the ramp and inside of Palace. And Tanir said, I'm a soldier. I'll die for anybody, and jumped right through that smoke, only to get blasted by Flamesy. But it's ZywOo who gets the quality kills on the front and the back. Really good op shots from him, and his op coming back online is one of the keys to victory, obviously. Oh, and maybe Rops is too.
All right. And with little to lose, in this map specifically, when things almost felt done and dusted, go ahead, whip it out. Big investment here for Vitality to try to birth a bit of momentum. Tanir, last time gave the test over. This time it comes to him, and Flamesy not gonna find that success back to back. Dead first, 5 and 15.
And it's Tanir putting more pressure on Rops because he doesn't show up on the right side. They still don't know about his op, but Tanir, he's too shrewd. He knows exactly what could be happening. That felt like a bit of a bait to him. He was right about it. 5v4 here for Spirit.
Just kind of leaves Vitality walking around the middle of this site. Huge gap in the middle of the map as well. Vitality playing in the dark at the moment. Who's gonna run the risk? And at what moment could Team Spirit just decide to pounce on this? We've had that window smoked out. We've had connector smoked out. There's a massive question mark.
They're not even going to respond to the pressure. They're going to hope that they're right about this B play, and they are.
It's a well-positioned Apex at the very least. Gets here in time. ZywOo's op will be found out at the cost of Sway. Donk to try to take his place. Still Shiro doesn't want to show that bomb. There's 30 seconds, and Chopper still floating down towards underpass. Shiro swaps out.
Back, actually.
Yeah, drops that AWP, goes for the AK.
But he...
20 seconds, starting to push underpass now. You've got Apex still floating around on Cat, and I don't know. You've got 15 to this clock. It's going to take a scramble up to that A-bomb site. Tanir's gotten out of Palace. Team Spirit are still going to give this a chance. They don't know about the secondary opper. This one shot from Robs was key, but there's no time. Bomb gets chucked out into the open, can't be recovered, and Vitality squeeze a second one out of the CT side by way of double off.
ZywOo's Batman in the spot, right place, right time, 2 different moments. Even though that one comes down to the wire, Team Spirit had the right idea, but they did play with that clock a lot. And I'm not sure how Vitality knew that this one was going to end B, especially with the connector smoke, the window smoke coming up so late. No one from Vitality in jungle, in window, on Cat, no info at all inside of mid, in fact. But I think they trusted Rops, that maybe if he saw somebody they had to worry about A early on, they were right about it. Rops was very careful to not take an op shot or hunt too heavily for Tanir. Left that for a duel later. He gets the 1 kill he needs. Vitality get 2 rounds.
Element of surprise though, double op setup, they've figured that out.
Yeah. And so in a double op setup, you're not going to go for a crouch peek over on B. You are going to use more nades overall. If you're Vitality, you're going to be more worried about an exec heavy strat book coming out. We see that a lot of op impact has been nullified. In CSGO, there were more double op setups that made sense. Now you kind of only bust it out for the big comebacks because you just have to change it up. But ops can be a liability in CS2. Breaking open smokes makes it very hard to play around. The game moves a lot every round is a lot faster on average. And with the game getting more dynamic and faster pace, sometimes an op can just be a hindrance. So it's a gimmick that gets around. It's found out kind of early. There's still a long road ahead for Vitality to tie this game. Did they play their ace in the hole a little too soon?
I think there's going to be pressure on Flamesy to also pick up his performance towards this A site.
Yeah.
Flamesy is somebody who back in stage 3 of this major, wasn't part of the winning formula for Vitality per se.
But then versus the Mongols was great.
Right?
Yeah.
We thought maybe once the stage hits, he would power it back up, but so far in this semifinal, 5-15. And it just feels like the way Tanir is playing tricky at the moment and has shown different levels and approaches to the Palace.
What an impressive map out of Tanir. Absolutely.
Right now, that is Flamesy's kryptonite.
Tanir was talking to Heku actually, did a little piece of interview, and he said, he doesn't feel like they got to play a lot of the best teams. And he's the guy who missed out on Cologne.
Right.
Some of the bigger events.
Well, time to prove you've got it. He's in the process of doing exactly that. Right behind Donk in terms of numbers of kills so far on Mirage. But if this round is to be added to the scoreboard for Spirit, we're looking at Shiro and Donk. You'd think that AK op combo with pistols around it and no real test from Vitality in middle. That's a dangerous amount of wiggle room to give Spirit. Smoke into the window is going to deny Apex info as well. So now Vitality kind of take a glance over.
Yeah, they go to copy and paste the setup. This gives Shiro a lot of space to actually take 3 peeks.
Frag to be banked off. Apex pulls back. No damage done on that one.
And slowly, the composition of this play starts to take shape. Shiro is lurking with an op and connector. This either ends incredibly badly for Team Spirit or incredibly beautifully and ugly. Oh.
Missed chance.
Okay, right.
Down he goes.
But with that op and connector, they're going to drop their guard for a second.
Zywoo's ready, and you've got Mezzy locked into the corner. Still don't know about Mezzy. Back turn, he'll find one. Zywoo's under pressure, swarmed by just Tanir in that pistol. 3 versus 3 and an upgrade offered to Tanir. Donk burned off of the bomb plant. Luckily for them, still time to recover this. They don't have to panic. We go to 10 seconds on that clock, 5 to spare. Tanir locked in, missed op shot. Man advantage, is it enough with those low health bars? Bomb planted, no kit, Flamesy, instant headshot. That op goes down at a distance. Donk in with his. And as Rob scours the field, this is that double op retake, called upon for the retake. Robs is hoping somebody makes a mistake. Somebody steps into his line where they shouldn't. Team Spirit break down the doors on that B-bomb site, and with it come their 12.
Oh, Budapest doesn't like a save. He's walking away from this. 12 rounds from Team Spirit, not the round you'd expect. It's been Vitality to pick up most of these situations when they have lesser weapons. And a little ingenuity here from Team Spirit as they go for that connector play with the op. It's not that it gets anything, but it probably confuses Vitality a touch. It probably feels like you wouldn't have such a heavy investment coming towards the A site in a moment where it's actually a B play when you know it's sort of a half buy or a force down. And this trade is pretty much the most important part. Because after Zywoo misses his first chance, the flash is good, pushes him back. Every other shot's really hard after this. Set up and hoping for Cat to come in first. Never happened. Again, wondering how Shiro could be there unsupported. Kind of crazy because getting into playoffs, it was a series of results that you could expect from every team. Now into playoffs, it's the exact opposite.
Oh, stage 3, dude.
Yeah.
It gave us a reminder to why the best are the best. And it felt like Counter-Strike was going to return to its norm. All just a bit of misdirection. Upsets in the quarter and a flat Vitality so far in the semis. Spirit gonna lap up this opportunity.
Oh, that's good, Nate.
Again, this threat into the A site. Zway will have to go back and grab that bomb. If Robs gets this kill and takes over ramp control, this could be massive. Off the reload, look the bomb.
He doesn't see it.
He doesn't know. If only he did.
It's far back.
But the question is, at 40 seconds, look at the radar and tell me who's gonna go recover.
Oh, he got
It's got
spotted.
to be Tanir. Mezzi's gonna push in front of the Flames and over towards Connector. Apex holds his line. Trade frag doesn't come back just yet, but it's gonna need to be Donk and Tanir to join forces and try to take down this 3-player defense inside A.
It should be impossible. Two best fraggers on the team right now working together under 20 seconds. Surely this A setup is good.
Oh, the timing was great. You caught one player looking the wrong direction. Rops wasn't wide enough to shut that down. And with 10 on the clock, Donk just has nothing to say about this. Vitality with more fight still in the tank.
Heads up from Rops there on the ramp to make that move. Honestly, it looked like Zway just did like 3 things correct in a row to put tons of pressure. He had that first spam to get him to use the Molotov, then he pushed up and spammed him as he was on the smoke through the nade to get some extra damage in, and then once he used all his ammo, he thought at the very minimum, Rops would have been scared of his presence. No, it was the opposite. Rops was imbued with passion. He decided, I'm gonna take this into my own hands, and he knew that he was gonna get the kill.
Chopper rubbing his eyes as they'll sit here and try to think their way to the finish line.
They have rounds to work with.
Right.
It was a half buy to get them to 12. They're still in a moment. They're still here feeling good, I think. They are. It's all about Vitality, how they're going to respond.
Big question is, have Vitality done enough to kind of give themselves that self-confidence back? I don't really hear their fans in here anymore.
Saw a couple beekeepers, but
that's a population on the decline. Glocks in hand, Spirit. Talk it out. Find the solution now. I love that Donk in these kinds of rounds is still just jumping off every piece of furniture, bouncing into the walls, so rambunctious, just wants to get back to what he does, taking heads off. Made damn near impossible with just that Glock. And so Rops is gonna end this. 5 strong for Vitality. This is 4 of the last 5 rounds. You know, one of the backbones of their success as this event went on, like Pimp alluded to, statistically, the Pistols have been a strong start to all these halves. In this map, they find neither.
Yeah.
They don't force buy successfully in either. And so, that 5-0 Spirit start, the 3-0 Spirit start, that's 8 of the 12 rounds Spirit have just out of the gate. So, here we go. Vitality with a chance to push overtime, sure. But Team Spirit let them have that one. That's false confidence. Standing on the finish line and ready to take that one step over.
Flamesy up to the plate again. Has to deliver here, 7 and 16. Did he get a tag? Not sure. Ops coming over to CT spawn to support.
Yeah, Shiro took 2 damage.
Yeah, that's huge information, actually.
It's going to unravel one half of the A setup.
Now this is the very minimum delays for time. They can go for the same idea again, they just can't do it right away.
At least momentarily, but only for a moment.
They're about as split up as you could get. It's another vanilla-looking setup here for Vitality. Now we switch over to CT side. Doesn't mean it's wrong. Just has me concerned since what we saw in the first half wasn't very inspired.
Donk and Chopper operate in middle, 3 players set up for this A hit. We said Flamesy's gonna have to find his moment. Pressure's on.
They're starting to converge on Connector. Rops, can he actually interrupt this or not?
Flamesy plays to the other side of smoke. It's him versus Zway. And as ZywOo's attention is drawn towards Connector because the jungle support's just not there, Apex more concerned about that mid-window smoke. Luckily here for Vitality, doesn't look like Tanir's gonna try to find that Palace walkout just yet, but he's getting closer.
They're waiting for the ramp smoke to come up.
And the closer he gets, the more ZywOo starts to become concerned. Missed opportunity to strike down one. Here comes that hit. Apex will cut down the 1 player towards Connector first, but still the exit over towards ramp started to go well. Flashbang for ZywOo, upshot connects, and Shiro's got only 1 kill as an answer.
There we go.
It's Donk here, hopeful, but 9 HP is not enough. Vitality stave off the attack.
Big impact here for ZywOo now in the second half. 3 frags on this off. And it's always finesse from him. It's all these little moments he comes in and gets an easy frag. Positional genius gets them around. They make it a 3-round game. This is a very honest victory. This is one where I think Team Spirit got the idea that they were looking for. The one moment that you can push back when the lay of the map is vanilla out of Vitality is ZywOo taking an extra second at the top of tickets to fight into connector. He tried to do that, missed the chance to get that kill, confirmed that there was an A-split coming when the A-ramp guys started shooting at him, and then Flamesy took it from there. It was a good flash to help him.
Deagle damage though, don't you fall now, Vitality. Have to remember back in that first half, they'd won a round similar with lesser weapons. This time it's a quick 2 kills for Vitality. Mezzy hears those boots hit the ground. ZywOo's here to assist it, and the Desert Eagle won't be enough. Not for 1 kill, not for their 13th round win.
Right.
Vitality now within touching distance, go 4 rounds in a row without a bomb plant. The type of CT side that they and we can believe in.
Now they've got the stew boiling. Now they're overcoming the fact that they had the slow starts. The pistols aren't as much of a factor at this point. Now it's just about closing the map. Howley's coming in.
His last chance to speak in regulation.
The fact that Vitality can still make this a game, considering how they start, is amazing. This will not be a free close. It was 12-7 at one point.
Is today going to be the day that Mezzy steps up as the hero again? Because coming into that second half, it was him who gave the pep talk.
He likes to put on that cape sometimes,
yes,
man. Again, you know, the lineups that we see today, so many stars, so much star potential, and somehow Mr. Merriman still stands out.
Not a good start for ZywOo. Eats that grenade, a third of his health gone.
ZywOo managing to turn his KD positive is already a miracle, and the impact is very clear at this point. It's palpable. Flamesy also is only 8 kills, but last 2 A plays have been very good. He put himself in strong spots to get frags. He didn't die early. Played well off his team splashes. This duo on the A side, especially if this is where Team Spirit want to go, could be the solution.
Again, right, this double op. Team Spirit hit ZywOo with that frag grenade at the start, and then no real pressure for the next 30 seconds. Trying to put themselves back in a position where they will go for a similar split.
Man, again, crazy. We've seen no sort of press back in middle here from the CT side.
ZywOo.
But it's the same play coming in again, just new way.
Different position for ZywOo, trying to get utility here to give himself a chance towards middle. Remember, off the ticket play, that's where he had at least a bit of cover to work with. This is a much more dangerous spot for him to be in. Flamesy's gonna get called out of his corner. ZywOo recovers that, almost caught off guard.
Donk's on bomb duty here in connector.
Smoke still remains towards connector. ZywOo tasked to hold it. And in a moment, it's gonna fade. And he saw something on the retreat. Shiro starting to put pressure.
The molly works.
No way.
No, okay, Mezzy saves it.
That is what he has to do. Then Donk and Tanir come out with headshots.
The bomb can come back, 13 seconds. Can they get the plant in?
It's A site, under wraps. Chopper dives the bomb site. Apex, oh wait, can't push, and he gets it! Stops them in their tracks. Mezzy, the savior, again!
Not all heroes wear capes. Mezzy tasked to play B, ready to save A.
Sketchy, bro. I mean, sketchy.
This was actually like the only plant that felt safe was that one. Maybe opposite default if they're watching ticket properly, but it's a last second moment. He just had to get it down there.
Woo, and there we go.
Okay.
ZywOo finds Donk immediately. He's been floating around here. He's also been far more passive, making sure he doesn't die, right? Took that nade last round, goes out, kills Donk. If Team Spirit are here to win this in regulation, then they're gonna have to do it without the monster.
What are the odds without Donk that they close this game now?
Felt like they had done enough in that last round to draw it back. But Mezzy is the difference maker. And he has tried to pull Vitality up since the start of this second half. Rops on the attack, peeks out through window with Flamesy. Looking to use those rifles, but this is a bomb over towards B that Mezzy's gonna cut down in a second. This man is immovable. Fueling Vitality from the core. Mezzy shuts Team Spirit out of this regulation. 5-0 start in the first half. A 3-0 start in the second, and yet still, Vitality live on.
And if I got my numbers right, that's 6 rounds they had to come back into this game to win. Sorry, not to win, but maybe it feels like that now. It's now the fact that Team Spirit won 2 pistols, that makes them look bad. They had the quick starts. They had the easier rounds. They stood up to Vitality's strongest stat coming into this match. And now have to close it the hard way. A real test for them here in semifinals.
Who had Mezzy dropping 25 frags in regulation, Launders?
Every expectation subverted.
Outperforming Donk individually. Scary thing is, we take a look at the scoreboard coming into overtime, so lopsided still for Vitality. Mezzy, the fueling force that has got us beyond regulation.
And you know, I mean, Zaiwu has played one quarter of this game well. That quarter has made...
Сам ты Прохор толстый. А, блядь, я Прохор толстый.
Bit labored, but luckily for him, that duel was only versus Chopper, so you'll win that one. 5v4 in the opening round of overtime. Be careful, this is Doc.
He got 2.
Not as easy as a fight than it was versus Chopper. Zaiwu's gonna go down with nothing in this one. It's a fast evolution towards the A site. Frag goes just beyond Flamesy. He is still given a chance to stand.
It's by a hair.
And in the middle of it all is Mr. Merryman, still alive and looking to bolster this jungle play.
Tanir not looking to waste any utility. Bomb's gonna try to get to default.
And this quick reposition for the last 2 players of Vitality. They both ate that flash only momentarily.
Wow. I mean, Tanir's making sure. They actually cleared this out on the other side. I don't know if they peek out into this.
Лев, ты еще смотришь?
Нет. А что там, карту уже доиграли, нет?
Камбэк отдают.
Спириты?
Да.
Какой счет?
12-12.
Допы?
Да. Тут Спирит вообще жестко обосрались. 13-12 Спирит. Там просто они нереальный раунд отдали. Просто ужас.
Right next to Donk.
It was Sway Day back versus Falcons, and now Tanir shows us what he can do. He was in charge of that situation in more ways than one. The frags to close are one thing, but he actually sussed that out really well.
Here we go.
Donk another opener.
Oh, back turn though.
No trade.
Good on Apex to get it back. Shiro finds Zaiwu. Flamesy single kill and the B-side crumbles.
And they just run through this now?
Team Spirit finding... So now Vitality banking on a 12-20 Flamesy.
After losing 6 rounds straight to get to overtime, Team Spirit suddenly win. It's as if they just mentally realized something. They open up huge. This one goes faster. These 2 rounds have gone faster than anything we saw in regulation. Tempo is king here for Team Spirit. It's what was missing from Vitality's T side as well. I always say overtime is the best warm-up. But this could be your last match of the season. It doesn't matter how close or good you played or how you almost did it on this map. There's no free maps in this series straight up. We have Overpass coming in third. We don't know what the hell happens there. No one knows what's going to happen on Overpass. I don't think either team wants to let it go there, especially not after Spirit won both pistols in this series, or in this map, and not after Vitality made a 6-round comeback on C-Tide. CT side to get to overtime. One more round in this half, and I'm sure they have the last word.
As he did everything he could in regulation to force us into overtime. One man's best effort.
And that is the thing.
It's enough to impress, but we saw what happened when Fallen tried it yesterday. It's the result at the end of this series that matters. You ask any of these teams coming into playoffs, wow, how aren't you proud about your top 8? No, it's all about the major trophy.
Yeah.
Nothing short of the trophy will be worth a damn.
На Spirit of K в 2.14.
На карту?
Угу.
Это печально.
Чё?
Это печально, говорю.
Ну вообще.
They turned the grill up on Mezzi. He's down to 66 health. This will slow him down from getting a push in. He's going to go for a jump spot.
Man, this site is starting to feel vacant.
Yeah,
You play on
it is.
connector side, that wall of smoke goes up, and all of a sudden Spirit are on top of that bomb site.
Yeah, if they want to throw the right wall smokes right now, it's going to need Vitality to spam back through this. And because they lost those first 2 rounds, they're a little bit lower on utility.
Ooh, Nate sails beyond.
There he is, Flamesy, nice one.
That's what we're looking for. Apex in with the assist, but then clipped by Denier out from Palace. He has been the kingpin. And so as the damage continues to rack up versus Flamesy, all the bodies for Team Spirit start to push out. Smoke deep inside of the CT spawn to try to cut off rotate. Saiwu pushes out from Ticket, gets one, and now those smokes fade. Chopper and Shiro with the recovery. Vitality fighting tooth and nail for just one here on the defensive side of OT. But here comes Shiro, sidearm in hand, and he'll clear the top of stairs.
No
It's
way.
that close. It is that close. 23 health to the clean sweep in overtime. But who steps up again? It's
Mezzi.
Mezzi.
He's got the clutch, and that's all they care about. They get the round. They make this possible. I'm not sure why there wasn't a jungle smoke in that spot, if it got interrupted, if it got missed.
There was a CT smoke.
left
I mean,
it
if
open.
it went over the building, either you're trying to block off rotates in CT spawn, or
But-
they missed that second smoke.
But the right side smokes, that's all that really mattered in that
Yeah.
situation. Nobody was Ticket. Tanir's super good with the containment protocols. I love the way that he was sort of suppressing fire, making sure that that one angle could not be pushed, got a kill as well. But, I mean, let's not overcomplicate it. No jungle smoke and every CT is standing on that side of sight. That's going to give you a good chance to win.
So just the one, huh? Vitality found their confidence. That je ne sais quoi that gets them to these deep games, that gets them to the trophy. Because that first T side was not inspiring. Shiro's gonna cut it down. Sway's been rock solid. Shiro burning out though, isn't able to bring another. This is a 3v5 trying to
come
come
on.
together. Dog just throws himself into the mix with not an ounce of fear on his face. Stops Vitality in their tracks.
The sandwich drop into the 3K instantly. No one else can do that right now. He can do it every day, though. I didn't even realize who it was until he got the first kill, and then I didn't even have to look at his name. 2 bullets to the head. A clip like that at a moment like this.
Just the nature of the confidence. The nature of the beast. Donk tries to go for that top mid spam as Team Spirit will have 2 rounds to close out Mirage.
And it was a good setup out the gate. Vitality probably pissed off that they ran headfirst into Shiro playing triple. You're not going to have your off start there every day.
And you did a good job of kind of forcing him to miss that second shot, putting the pressure on with the Molotov beneath him.
We go back to the CT side, and there were so many good setups from Spirit. And even the rounds they lost, they had 3 people in B each time Vitality were going there. This is just more of the same.
А ты, подожди, а ты в шлеме включил, блядь, режим 90 Гц?
Да.
А, все.
Я попробую шлем.
Просто типа в самих настройках шлема, да?
Алло, алло, меня слышно?
V4 met by smoke. And if he can just tiptoe his way in, he'll have the element of surprise, but covered up by Robs, who got that opening kill on Shiro that opened the door to the A-Tac.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good play here for Vitality. Looking for double overtime now. Looks like it's possible. Chopper in this spot, I feel like, could have gone for his cap push a little bit earlier. That one was off camera, and Zaiwu, great reaction with his off on T side. It's been a CT bounce back from him, but it was just to get warmed up in totality. Clearly. Oh, that smoke break. There we go. Now the tactics getting fragged.
Yes, sir.
Their defaults were looking boring earlier. This is looking a lot better.
You said it in the first round of overtime when Team Spirit kind of threw that fast tempo. That's what was missing from Vitality. Well, here in round 30, we get to see a glimpse of it. And beyond that, Apex decides to take a bunch of free space. And for the moment, it doesn't look like Sway's gonna find it, but there's a chance now with Donk on the off.
No, he missed it
from Ticket.
Sway can kill him.
Tries to turn around. Apex dealt with, but not after he gets his one.
But when they trade material, now it's 3-on-3.
Zaiwu, meanwhile, taking his look and his sniper towards this B site.
Tanir, he's been so active, so alert.
But we've also seen him get blasted off of that bench, and yet again, he will step into the scope of Zaiwu that knows no bounds. Triple kill for Zaiwu, kicked off this 30th round with that opening pick, and it puts Chopper to the clutch yet again.
And Chopper wants to either get to the site they're going to, or push through and get a flank that they don't expect. So much pressure on Chopper to put this together. Nobody wants to play a second overtime on Spirit. And that upshot comes in. 4 for Zaiwu. We go again.
And most importantly for a Vitality, I think, within this overtime, an inspiring nature.
Oh, nice shot.
Within that T side.
Yeah.
Because the fact that it was mid back in the first half, and then they had to wait so long to get back onto the attack. They powered up into it. Zaiwu can feel it. Quad kill for the road.
It's the clutch in the first half of overtime at the end from Mezzi that keeps this alive. Then it becomes 15-13, and it's Spirit's game to lose. But it was Spirit's game to lose in regulation again.
То есть они были догоняющими.
Ну какая разница? Но у них в любом случае допа, это уже все. Нужно все обновить.
Жить еще хочу.
I love this because you just know now, no matter what happens, we're getting the best CS out of these teams on the next map.
And the next map after that.
The next map.
It's gonna be the next map after that.
Yeah.
It's the beauty of having such stacked playoffs.
Seriously, it feels like every one of these could have been the grand finals.
And we have that debate sometimes when the playoff bracket gets made. Ooh, the underdogs. Nah, give me the best of the
Вышел,
best.
блядь, нашел
And they will deliver.
пространство.
How's Apex skating by 9-22 right
Вот
now?
он Мейзи нашел
wanna talk
весь
about
раунд.
Chopper's
Все,
11-20,
вы видите
I guess.
где-то,
But how about that
блядь,
Apex
какую-то
impact in that
супер
last
идею?
round?
Нет,
Walking up on bench, slipping the net on
нет,
Sway.
супер идеи нет.
Yes.
Все заключается в том, что Роб и Мейзи найдут свои, блядь, киллы.
That was donk.
Просто Роб и
Go right
Мейзи
off
должны
of the
это
off.
сделать.
Right.
Есть,
Gotta get years into it
Аккорд
because that's
двигает,
happening more
двигает
often.
карту.
The only player to have an op ace for Spirit this event.
That's right.
Зайву в МЗ и...
Под Б Зайву уже нашел на центре Шира, там походу в ревил опять пытались сыграть. Явику не повезло, Дон приходит в базу А, и Витки выбивают центр карты под вообще кучу флешек. Тупо заспамили, тупо
It's true.
And so we don't really want to see that again, I don't think. But I think just the nature of overtime,
есть,
it's kind of, you gave it the gloves off Counter-Strike. That's hopefully what Vitality, for their sake, can continue to tap into. Flashbang goes over top. Donk's got a sitting duck in Zaiwu, and the wallbang headshot onto Flamesy.
What a freak. I can't believe he gets that second kill. Even sticking around to peek it when he gets the first.
Comfortable start here for Spirits. Second OT-CT side. Robs with a bit of a walkout on the ramp. Can he find anybody off guard? Shiro's got this angle up from Palace, does he not? Oh, but Donk is too wide, and then that op shot rings out. He knows about Shiro.
He got hit.
That's a good wall bang from Shiro, sure, but it's not going to stop Robs in the process. Zway looks to go clear. Connector denied. 3v5 recovery well underway. That man advantage taken back. Robs is not stopping.
And it has to be Chopper again.
Over towards Ticket, found out, denies. No further runway here for Robs, and so a battle of the in-game lead meters, 5 seconds, Apex plants.
46 HP to 29. Chopper, how many clutches are going to go past you? This one's definitely winnable.
Chopper's not working with a kit. That bomb is already at 25 seconds, and the kits are over towards connector.
Apex scoped up. Yeah, this one's almost impossible already.
If Chopper has to force this fight by swinging out wide, he's got to get this going. 15 seconds. He's only got 3 to spare. He's got to get the kill right here, right now, off that whip shot from Apex. This clutch goes to Apex's side. He just can't pick it up. Apex.
Чё?
Сава. Так, Бонлап-то сегодня придет?
Сегодня да.
Так а зачем он тебе?
Бить людей. И не только.
Ну, сегодня не получится уже, наверное, опять вместе сыграть.
Сегодня это, я уже понял, что не получится.
With no kit, there was no way anyways. Oh, wait.
Apex has got one sitting. You'd think sitting.
Сейчас
But
карту
now
доиграю.
Frenzy at least this time gets that trade frag, and then again Vitality look to tap into the tempo.
Yeah, they're rolling big
Right?
time.
There is just an electricity to Vitality's play now that was so absent throughout regulation.
Chopper only has a USP.
Oh, Sway wants to be the grounding factor. But this ball of energy that Vitality are just passing back and forth right now is fueled by Robs.
Chopper still only has a USP.
Looking for a gun, he's got to drop down into the middle. Okay, that's an M4 picked up. That's Molotov, a flashbang. Tanir taken out of this. Very comfortable looking 4 versus 2 for Vitality. Another flashbang finds both of them fully blind. Stuck into the corners of connector. Bomb is going to take its time. It waits for the utility to burst on default. No damage done. They're going to try to slip up. Tanir can only get the 1. Chopper's got to go mad, but that's only 7 bullets in the mag. Forced to reload. Nobody's able to clear him out right now.
He knows where they both are.
Are you
actually.
telling me Chopper's about to 1v3?
I mean, if he does, he makes up for everything and then some.
Bomb planted on the default. This time he is working with the kit. No recovery needed just yet. But Mezzi has been ice cold and Zywoo's the best. But down he goes.
Will he figure this out?
Mezzi still just sitting static. Chopper whittles him down. 37 health on the Brit. Dives into the cover of Palace as Chopper waits this out.
No way,
he gets it.
1-on-3 for Chopper.
Lost in the sauce in the previous round. Makes gravy of Vitality in this one.
What? I don't think anyone's been, every time Hallie just drinking water. I don't think anyone's been in the clutch more often than Spirit. And I don't think anyone's been more worried about it than Chopper. But to put this together, the 2 best players on the server to die in succession, to give him the glory to keep hope alive here for Spirit.
You've always got to believe in your teammates. But the way Spirit laughed that clutch off, yeah, they know that one's special.
Can't get one by Pops.
Chopper versus Apex. We'll give Chopper the edge. Beautiful clutch.
Yeah, after that.
In a much needed moment.
After that. Come on. He had like a J.R. Smith moment on that last round, but it doesn't matter now.
Flash though. Good utility again. For the vast majority of that last round, Vitality were in the driver's seat. Sway locked into the corner, gets found out by Apex. That's a big kill. He's gonna try to get this one going. Looks to just extend success into this A site, which right now is only held by Chopper. Spotted, tagged, dealt with. Vitality right back to winning ways.
Oh, and now Spirit they're gonna be thanking the heavens that Chopper got that clutch.
This one's impossible.
Yeah, this one's just not gonna happen. 50 seconds, they can win in a million different ways. They'll slowly do it. It looks like the assassin is just behind Shiro. He's pushing forward.
I think this is a way for Vitality to kind of just wash off the Chopper clutch. If Team Spirit are banking on Chopper 1v3s, then you know that you should be in control. And with this one extra round for the road, Vitality they are in a lead now.
Yeah, big time. And Apex, he's the guy we called out last, showing up huge. Taking out Dong for free just doesn't happen very often. In this game, it feels like almost never. We can finally say it. Vitality are playing well.
Semis worthy Counter-Strike. Major worthy Counter-Strike.
Donk, you tired of fragging? He's 32-23. Just trying to stay ahead of Mezzi. That's, you know, all the man can ask for.
Mezzi making him work for it.
I like Tanir out of Palace, to be honest.
Sure.
I think he's been very smart.
There's been a few moments, though, that I feel like Vitality do find a bit of ramp space for maybe less fight than Spirit would like.
I kind of like the no ramp double Palace.
Okay.
Now there is the push coming, and obviously Vitality are going to be quite happy with their spot too if it's going to be an A play. It really comes down to where Shiro goes. Uh-oh. No, they're going to peel back. This is actually fine for Shiro, and there it is, Tanir out of Palace.
Yes, sir. Finds that perfect gap. Flamesy under pressure now, looking for the cover. Rops has actually got him covered with both the kills to Palace. Now he's going to dive over towards Tetris instead, all while Mezzi collects his. Donk's got the recovery inbound. Shiro slips the net. Up through that ramp that they thought was clear. The recovery in full effect. Mezzi down to 45 health. Scott Shiro planting on the other side of the boxes. Donk's coverage in from the stairs. And with the smoke popped open, it returns as Mezzi crawls. And Team Spirit get off this bomb site. Donk's reposition. And like Mezzi missed opportunity to climb up. I mean, he's obviously under pressure shooting bodies. And he's really lost track of Shiro now. But he's isolated these fights. Point blank versus Shiro. He will falter. And Team Spirit used this chance to tie up again off of a very well-timed Shiro ramp walkout.
Absolutely. He was the last piece to come in through the ramp. There was the play from Tanir to open up, but that's the 5v4. The response is amazing from Vitality, or in particular, Rops on the ramp again. He's been lighting it up lately. So many rounds to his name in overtime.
Look at that timing.
These two work together so well to bring this into the clutch. Very hard to win for Mezzi. Bombs planted properly for both players. I mean, sort of a matter of time. How many more great rounds do we get out of this game?
Right, look at that double underpass push. They eat that flashbang.
I think they must have seen something, as they're so ready for this.
Donk very quickly puts an end to that one, and if middle has been fully taken, then that scramble back from underpass could have been costly. Instead, it just kind of quickly transitions into momentarily this 4-player A setup for Vitality. I don't think they're going to stay static in it, but it would be the right call considering Spirit's approach. Found out in the bottom of connector. That's the one side of the bomb site already held, now coming up from that ramp. Looks like they ate a flash.
He thought that smoke was working for him. It wasn't.
Kind of slowed things down for a second. Over the top of Tetris sits Donk looking for his headshot, but inside of Sandwich, Flamesy thrives.
He dies.
Shiro makes sure that bomb site's reopened, and it's Donk who is tasked with the bomb plant. Mezzi and Donk both playing the same games, inch around the smoke, and Donk with the fake plant inside it. You still got plenty of time to recover, but now Donk is dead. To secure that third OT, Tanir back to another clutch. And it's Robs over towards the staircase. Bomb's gotta be recovered. Rob's gonna try to keep himself down, but now he's also been spotted for the quad kill. Here comes Tanir. Denied.
The shutdown from Robs. The anti-close. Tanir plays it so well, but isn't as sharp as Robs. He drew him out. The fake plant, Robs didn't believe it, ran to the top of stairs, exactly where Tamir wanted him.
There's been a lot of clutch factor going Team Spirit's way, and this one's just one ask too much.
Big time.
Third overtime secured by Vitality.
Yeah, they're ready to close this time.
Man, what a scramble inside of that bomb site.
Can't forget, that's a 3v1 in the end. It's one that Vitality should have never lost.
That bomb site from a top-down view would have been carnage.
And just so confusing too. I appreciated Donk's fake plant, but the fact that Apex took him out after that, that was the most important moment. That's his 13th, but not all kills are made equal here. Round 36 goes live.
Yes, sir.
Spirit, they need to win this just to get to another overtime.
Chance for Vitality to close.
Сава, зови своих пацанов там.
Че, вот турнир смотрите? Мажор?
Там карту вроде Спирит проиграли.
Нет. Играют.
Че, какой счет там?
Камбэка дали 17-18.
Алло, Ваня, там какие-то бетелки сидят. Это ты?
Скорее всего, бабушка твоя. Ну и мама.
Нет, смотри, ты как бы сейчас полностью...
To the table, while Flamesy had his struggles, but his recovery is real. 19th and 20th frags could be the end of Spirit's run within Mirage. Things slow down.
How do they get a kill without a punishment
Apex
here?
tucks in.
Базаре сейчас смог, понимаешь? Чао, я...
They need to wait for this smoke to fade and still Vitality remain with options. Mezzi confident to just float on the other side of the map and do his own thing. Molotov with Apex's name on it, not yet thrown out.
They're trying to time it perfectly. They're triangulating Apex's position. Shiro doesn't even want to waste this chance.
Once they do, the jig is up. Missed shot. Oh, Rock still kills Chopper and Apex there to end it. Vitality.
Vitality взяли.
Survive Team Spirit's clutch and show that they...
Я не понял.